Viewers and subs, welcome back to class. This is part 2 of reviewing the IWATA. In the first video, I painted these parts, the hood, the bumper, and the two fenders, and I also showed you guys how to safely remove the masking tape without having any bridging problem. So if you miss any of those videos, just go ahead and check them out.
Alright guys, now that we finished with the first video, this is the second video reviewing the IWATA, the second series. And now that we have the car in the booth, the other parts are already dried. This is within the same day, by the way. So we have the car masked up and it's ready to go. It's nice and clean.
Okay guys, now we're shooting the base, the first coat of base. Now if you notice, I'm using the IWATA to shoot the base here, when in the last video I used the DV1 to shoot the base. Now this is something that can cause problems with your color match, right? Remember, when you're spraying parts apart from the vehicle, you want consistency to make sure that your color matches perfectly, right? But I just wanted to see how this gun would work with the base coat. Now this is not just any base coat or just any black. This is metallic black. So if you're not spraying properly or you're not getting a good fan pattern, you will see it. You will see the model and you will see everything, right? So I just wanted to see how it does. So I'll use it for the first coat and then I'll finish up with the DV1 for the next two coats.
And there it is guys, after it flashes out. Now I've already seen everything I wanted to see with this gun. It lays down the base coat just as good, even though it's a clear gun. So that's what that looks like. Results always speak for themselves. And this is just not black, it's not solid black, this is graphite black. So it's metallic and no streaks, no modeling, nice and smooth, proper automation. I cannot complain. And for me personally guys, I like when a gun can actually do both.
Alright guys, after I laid down the last two coats with the DV1, we're going ahead with the clear coat. And you know, one of the things I've always liked about IWATA is their fan. The fan control, you know, not to mention how it automizes everything properly, but I have always loved the fan. In the other series, the fan was much wider than this one. I can say that's one thing I've noticed. And in this one, it's a bit more controlled, which is an improvement on the gun, if you ask me. If any of you guys ever noticed that, just let me know. But I personally noticed that. Now let's talk a little bit about the technique. So you notice on the tailgate, I bring it over onto the quarter panels on each side. You want to do that to keep your wet edge. And now as I'm on the side going down, I'm going all the way from the quarter panel down into the front door, because you don't want to keep coming back up to the quarter panel, you know, after you reach down to the doors. You want to keep that wet edge. So it's important to get your technique right. And if you guys are paying attention to the edge of the clear there, you can see that the gun is really doing a great job atomizing the paint. Now, I believe if you are a beginner trying to use a beginner friendly gun, this might be the best gun that you can choose if you're thinking about going expensive, because this gun, you can see the atomization is always on point. You have an unlimited fan control. I'll call it unlimited because it's such a great fan, and you can control it and manipulate it to how you want it to be. is great. Like this gun is absolutely great for complete paint jobs. And when you're doing a complete paint jobs, your arms are tired. I mean, you don't want to work that hard. You want a gun that's going to do the work for you. So when we finish this up, guys, two coats and we got it looking beautiful. Now, this is the results that you're gonna get using a gun like this. Of course, I'm always gonna put in there that you need to prep your work properly. You need good automation. If without any of those things, the paint job is not going to come out looking like this. So everything plays a big role, but the gun is going to help you a lot more. Now, in my opinion, the Sagola could have done this. The DV1 could have done this. You know, these guns are really, they're just great guns. And this is the results you're gonna come to expect from them, and they're going to deliver, despite the fact that they might be doing some marketing and giving you the same guns in different versions, and they all do the same thing, but look at it, guys. The gun performs, and that's what's important. Class dismissed.